There are a lot of companies that are implementing internal dispute resolution programs that require or at least suggest that you go to some form of mediation, maybe peer review, maybe executive mediation, executive panels, managerial mediation, before you actually go to the mediation.
And a lot of HR professionals are training in mediation now so that they can resolve the conflict at a lower level before it has mushroomed and caused a lot of people pain.
Absolutely, and having dealt with many HR folks during my career as an advocate, when I would ask them, most of the lawsuits that they are subjected to end up being issues that were left unaddressed, and had they been addressed earlier, that lawsuit could have been avoided.
I read something that if you fire an employee, or an employee quits in a huff, it can actually cost you the annual salary of that employee to replace them, because you've got the potential lawsuit, you've got so many people's time wrapped up in having to come and testify or create records and so forth, that it's a ripple effect. It's not just these two people that have the problem. It ripples out.
You're exactly correct. I think I've heard the same statistic, and it's something over. It's like 1.2 times that person's annual wages or salary. And you're exactly right. And that's one thing that, as an advocate, that I would try to emphasize to clients, and as a neutral, I now try to emphasize to particularly the employers, is not just what we would call the transaction cost of that lawsuit, but the opportunity cost of the time spent dealing with this problem and dealing with the lawyers and dealing with the depositions and all of that when they need to be providing that service or manufacturing that good that they're in the business to do.
Right, and even tangentially, clerks or secretaries or customers, it reflects on them too.
Absolutely.
Somehow it affects the whole.
And the mediation is the confidentiality also, and so you also keep that you keep that confidential, which some employers are they're always worried about the ripple effect or the floodgates of everybody else's. The confidentiality is really just a sham, and that other people will find out. But I can say with some level of certainty that I've never seen, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I've never seen the same employer twice.
Right. And the employee that leaves angry and mad can really give bad press to the company, whereas if they go through the mediation and they feel they were treated fairly and they come up with a resolution that they're okay with or happy with, then you don't get that bad press.
Right. They've been heard. They've had their day in court, so to speak, in terms of their mediation.